Hello everybody, my name is Suede, and welcome to a game of Civilization 3. So I'm here today to stream for you. It's been a while, I know, but it is a good time as ever. Mostly because I have self-interested motives at heart for doing this stream. So we're trying to recruit people for a new player game of multiplayer Civ 3. I've posted a video recently on the MDJ mod. I think it's a good one for catching people's eye. Very accessible. It's also very quick. It's like a 80-minute, 90-minute, or sorry, 90-minute, 100-minute time commitment. And I've got some flashy infographics that I will show you in just a second. But we put up a poll on the YouTube channel, and it was 91% in favor of replaying the old Mayan game, if I'm not mistaken, that I last time I streamed had this game. Yeah, so unless something has changed very dramatically since I looked at that poll 10 minutes ago, this is probably what we're going to do. Let me double check though. So while I double check, here I got some stuff for you. So we already have like at least, or should be a couple people committed to playing the new player game. The new player game will be in 2 hours, so at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So 2 hours from now, we will have a new player game. But until then, I'm going to be streaming. And streaming this Mayan game. Let's take a look at the game, I guess, while Discord is updating. We made some mistakes. Some mistakes were made. We got into the stupid war. I can't remember exactly. Oh, we're dealing with this. Oh, the city's gonna fall. Okay. But I think we sorted things out up here, right? Like we got peace with the... Was it the Arabs we were fighting? No, we gave the Arabs the city. But we shored things up over here, at least. I can't remember exactly how it happened. We got the luxuries back, maybe? Maybe that's what it was. So hey David, hey Engelbrecht, and hey Shilard Shente. Sorry if that's mispronounced. Okay, yeah. So here we have some images for the new mod while we wait for people to show up. So you can take a screenshot if you want, or you can see this in the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description to this video. So these are the 12 different civilizations in MDJ. They each have a special unique unit. They have traits, of course, and they each have a special power. So for example, the Oda get a wonder that they can build for one shield, if they remember to build it. Easy to build though, double tech in one city, probably their capital. Mori gets a free settler every 13 turns. Otamo gets plus 25% production in their capital. Hojo gets plus 2 ship moves. I posted a game as Hojo. So these are the civilizations. And these are the units. So normal ancient era Civ 3 is kind of dry. You get warrior, archer, spearman, horseman, and swordsman. And I guess the chariot if you count that, but most people only use the chariot to upgrade. Here it's a little bit more varied. So we have, not counting the scout, I guess, for 10. Instead of 5 units, we have 10 units. Not too much to learn, but still gives some nice, interesting options. So yeah, if these units or these civs interest you, we will be playing a game in 2 hours. But in the meantime, let's get started with our single-player game. Because that's what you guys are here to see. So, oh my god, like this is gonna, unless we get the most god of god rolls, this is just gonna fall. Oh, our army is here. Huh. Let's save our workers, I guess, at least. We don't want to lose those. I think they could maybe just... Yeah, they could just walk up and kill the wines. So I'm not going to do the colony there, even though we'd probably benefit from it. Okay, I'm a little lost right now. We do want steam power. Who are we fighting? Let's... Probably a good thing to check. It's just the Byzantines. And we have no military alliances. Okay, so as soon as the Byzantines are willing to make peace with us, we can just make peace with them. It will suck if we lose Mecca. But, you know, they're not the best civ in the world, or at least they're kind of scattered. Who is the best civ? I guess them in Portugal. Interesting. Anyway. maybe I think our horses or something got cut. What's our resource situation? We are exporting our horses. Okay. Let's just do a quick trade recap to see. Huh. They're up nothing. America. Yeah, like I guess we could, if we really wanted to, we could pay for horses. It's pretty good. Okay, without horses, we don't really need the saltpeter. If we could get like 2 looks for the saltpeter, for example, that's pretty good. Um, have we betrayed him in some capacity? What on earth? Oh, I was asking for horses. That's what the issue was. Do I ever play conquest scenarios? I do sometimes. Not often on stream because they like if you played the maps before, they lose a replay value. I like random maps because it's always something new, something fun. But you know, every once in a while, your curiosity will be piqued again. Maybe you have a new idea of what to play, or maybe it's just been a while and you kind of forget what's going on. So I go back and play them sometimes. Okay. Yeah, I'll get these. You know, we already have a road. That was almost done, so it's a shame, but... Okay, this one's almost out of movement, so we might as well move it up. Let's keep these guys for defense. Oh, crap, we actually... We still need to defend the city. What am I doing? This has a lot of catapults, too. Yeah, let's, like, pull some of these catapults out. You know, nationalism for draft would actually be very valuable here. Yeah, we just do not have a lot of units. We do have some cavalry coming up. Okay, yeah, we can pull everything out. It just sucks if, like, America declares war on us or something. Yeah, that was expected. Workers were captured. That's okay. Oh. Recently, we might have actually taken a tick of... Oh, they just raised the city. Okay, that's okay. We can just make peace. When they con us, we can just make peace with them. Um... 2. Do they have any 2-movers? They actually do not have any 2-movers. Okay. Okay, so we just get out. Yeah, no problem, Live Legends. I want to. There's not enough time for everything I want to do in the world, sadly, but single player is something I want to do. Oh, I think everywhere just took a hit. God. Oh, we can trade with the Incans. Yeah, let's just get this from the Incans. Like, this will be good when... It sucks that we cannot... This, takes away our option of... Looks like our trade rep is still intact. That's good news. Do we have any other option for saltpeter? I guess we could, like, get it off another sieve. That wouldn't be fun, but it's always a possibility. So our saltpeter's there. Arabs have 2. Yeah, we could just, like, ROP them, walk workers into their land, hook this up again, and then we would have saltpeter. Okay. And as long as we're not actively fighting anyone, like, it does leave us vulnerable a bit, which I don't like. But like this is unmanageable, right? So okay, 2 lux. Good. Um, a lot of these cities have markets. Any city with a market's gonna be okay. It's gonna take them a while to figure out they're okay, but it should be okay. If we could somehow get just like a shit ton of money, just buying an army in our capital would be very valuable. We have a handful of cavalry left. Most of them are not veteran, but it's okay. Okay, now these are... That just barely fixes it. I guess we would want the city here. Yeah, like having a West Coast port city. No, I don't think we'd really use that, but in theory, that's a good idea. Yeah, let's just buy the settler, just so the Arabs can't plant it. That's good. Like as soon as we, oh hey Canes. What this means is that as soon as we deal with the threat, like as soon as we make peace with the Byzantines. Oh, fucking spearmen. Jesus. Sorry, I forgot where my train of thought was going. Yeah, as soon as we can make peace with the Byzantines, that's good. As long as we plant the city and the Arabs don't. You know what? Even if the Arabs do get it, like we could just clean them up right now. Speaking of which, let's see. Okay, that's not good, but maybe an option in the future. Yeah, we don't need to worry about retaking the city. I was worried we'd have to retake the city before we could make peace or deal with the Byzantines just having that city. So it's an improvement, definitely. Okay, there's probably still a few of these cities that are fucked, but this should be okay. Canes, yeah, Canes from the Discord, right? This one here will be, we'll see. I'll say dominant. I prefer diplomatic if I have the chance, just because it's painfully slow otherwise. And here, oh my fucking. Okay, first of all, I forgot to move that cavalry. Although I guess I want to combat at least first, which is bad because I don't have that many veterans. Now we have the Iroquois at war with us too. Iroquois. So in trade deals, the Iroquois do not have a lot to offer because they're only on. They've been wiped out. Yeah, so that's fine. As long as we can make peace with the Byzantines before this snowballs into something bigger. And we can. Okay, good. So, yeah, we'll just offer them... Yeah, we'll just offer them a bunch of gold. Gold per turn. Should be fine. Okay. Of course, if we can kill some units first, that's always good. I'm going to try this. I don't... If we're making peace, I don't really need this unit, but this is like a 50-50 chance of winning. And if I win, there's a good, not insignificant chance of an army. Okay, again, we're making peace this turn, so... Oh. I can't do this. Okay. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Yeah, again, let's mop up. We've got this army here. We will just replant this. We're going to just replant the city, so we don't want them hanging around. These ones I'm not really particularly interested in rolling, so is there anything else? No, okay. Now, does this fix our war weariness? So we're 4 and 4 here. Yeah, okay. See, it's not that much less expensive than the happiness slider. Just paying her off for peace. And she like, we got the city back. I don't know how we got this back, but we got it back. And then we have the settler now. And so the settler is just going to plant a city. Oh, this being here is kind of annoying, kind of getting in the way. But that's okay. Let's take our land units north, because this clearly still is a weak spot. And I think with just cavalry, we can just run over the Arabs here a bit if we have some spare time. So let's see, we were 4-4 in Muscat. And now, okay, yeah, that's the principal source of our happiness problems, and now it's done. So happiness is dealt with. There's a few of these bigger cities that don't have markets yet that are still struggling a bit. That's okay. These were pretty if it doesn't have a market, it's probably pretty corrupt anyway, so. Let's grab a library. This is like relatively near my cap too. Yeah. Okay, so now we can raise our sliders. That's excessive. 9 turns, not bad. Ah. Well, hopefully the game should pick you up from the Arsenal loss. You said it was predicted, was it? Oh yeah, and I'm getting war happy because this is a declaration of war. I'm getting war happiness from the Iroquois too. So maybe it's the best of both worlds in terms of the happiness situation right now. Okay, anywhere that has a barrack should definitely still be producing units. Like that's still very useful for me to have. Where do these ones here? Could we do a market instead? Like the market's not bad. Okay, let's check. Do the Byzantines they got medicine and they actually do not have steam power. So if I see why I was so optimistic about this game for a little while. Okay, let's do this, and we're actually gonna just dump out another settler too. We don't have the gold for that. Let's put this here. I like the hill spot. That's nice if anyone tries to attack us again. Should be fine. Unless they just like build a settler here and dump it. We should be with this plant. We should be okay. Gonna move these catapults back. Okay, so now we're having. Yeah, we need more units in the north. How do you like the Koreans? Aren't they just discount Greece? I used to be big on their unique unit, but I feel like on low difficulty you need their unique unit, and on high difficulty you don't have time for their unique unit basically. So my opinion has changed about them, and like Greece, just the utility provided by their unique unit is actually quite valuable, and I think most people rate it correctly, but I was underrating it because I was being dumb when I made my tier list. So yeah, Greece is great. They do some very specific things very well, even if they're not so good at others. And Korea is not the best. Definitely a lower tier civ. Greece is brilliant. Yeah, I've learned to love them. Before, my theory was basically if you can't kill someone with your early game unique unit, you don't even really want an early game unique unit because why would you take the Golden Age? But it's just like you can just build a unique unit and like hopefully you don't use it. Like it has a small effect at like warding off the AI. This is my city. This literally cannot flip. So let's get a horseman up here in a hurry. I guess if we fight the Arabs, we still need to deal with Yamama. But yeah, like I've just realized that you can just build the hoplites early, and they just have like into the industrial era, a hoplite is a good unit to have. Like if I had some hoplites right now in these cities, I would be pretty happy with that. And they don't require any res, and they're dirt cheap, so they're good. Same thing with Numidians. Numidians have other advantages. I'd say the hoplite's probably a bit better overall, but Numidian's actually still surprisingly solid unit. Okay, we can build knights, so that's good. Um, I mean, generally, if the AI is attacking you, like the hoplite doesn't solve the fundamental issue with the AI declaring war on you. They can just walk into your land, pillage your stuff, just walk stacks of like archer plus spearmen towards your empty cities, and then you just have to scramble to defend and like guard your tiles. Like you're still like on high difficulty levels, you'll be fucked just by that, even if they don't actually take any cities. They do have an effect of dissuading war, like slightly, not incredible, but it does make the AI less likely to attack. Um, and then it will just like buy you space. It'll buy you a bit of space while you get shit online. But ideally, like if you're fighting a war, like this happened here. Remember, someone declared war on me. I think it was maybe the Arabs or the Americans, and I instantly started an offensive war. I think it was the Arabs. I instantly started an offensive war against them, and in the end, I only took one city, I think. But overall, like I was attacking that or clearing. I was preparing to attack them while clearing their units out of my land. And that's how you want things to be. Okay, seeing if I can get steam power in 5. Let's do a quick. I guess we should like the Iroquois. They're only on 2 cities. I just don't think they can offer. They're probably so broke they can't even offer anything to anybody. Yeah, and they just lost Tonawanda. Yeah, they're not in a position. They might just die, honestly. We'll see though. But if I can make peace with them, I should check every turn. 12 golds. Yeah, this. If it gets me steam power in 5 is just so good. They're weak enough to bait the AI attacking the hoplites. I don't know. Maybe you see that. Generally, from my experience, like if you just walk defensive units, like let's say I'm fighting the Byzantines, and if I just walk defensive units here, they're just gonna go around. Like if I put them here, they're gonna go around through the Arab land, and then if I put the units in the city, they're just gonna go here, and it's like at a certain point, either you defend every unit and every tile in your civilization, or you need to kill the unit in your land. So I don't think that that other option is really valid. If we pass like, oh, we need like a lot of. A lot of these tiles need to be improved. Good. Okay, I'm at peace. Finally. Jesus. Good. Declare war on AI. We're working on it. Like we can just do these. Like we can almost certainly just open the war by taking Shiraz. It's just we have to worry about like all of these cities if we do that. Yeah, let's put this here. I guess ideally we'd want to blitz Yamama at the start of the war. Okay, there's no river there. Yeah, okay, we would just do a blitz attack against Yamama. And we'll take the slow units down here, actually. And just like a couple calves should be able to take this. Yeah, exactly. Although they weren't my enemy for long. Just an unfortunate consequence. RIP, little buddies. Oh, come on. I guess we do that. Is this not growing, but it doesn't have an aqueduct anyway. I guess let's do that aqueduct. Oh, it doesn't need an aqueduct. I don't need size 7 cities. This is a little bit too micro-intensive, but I'm having fun. Well, that's cool, Ali. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't think I've seen you around before. I haven't streamed very recently, so it might be my memory getting to me, but it's nice to see new faces either way. Yeah, not this one, but I used to play Civ 2. Like, my family introduced me to Civ 2. And I guess to Civ 3 too. Like, one of my in-laws brought over a laptop. This is like 2001, so not a lot of people had laptops back then. With a copy of Civ 3 on it during like a family dinner. Okay, I see what we can do here. If we improve this tile, we can open up one of these, and then that will open up this here. We can like chain the tiles downward to the cities that really need them. And I don't like that actually. Let's do this. Am I imagining it, or was San Francisco? I think that was my city once upon a time, and then it culture flipped. Ridiculous, but I guess we haven't missed it too much. Yeah, we're gonna do a pike. Hey, AB. What are my thoughts and opinions on Civ 6? This is actually the most disrespectful thing I could possibly say, but it was free. I enjoyed Civ 5. I thought it was okay on release, but it just had a limited replayability. It seemed like they made it into a decent game in the end. But I didn't like the direction they took the game in so much that I actually Civ 6 was literally free to download at a certain point, and I didn't grab it, and I wish I did, because then I could at least like tell you, like, have constructive criticism for the game, or maybe my mind would have been changed. Who knows? But yeah, I've got strong opinions about every Civ 2, Civ 3, Civ 4, Civ 5, Civ 6. Honestly, have not even played, so I can't tell you too much about it. But my viewers have been mostly keeping me in the know. Apparently, districts are a big thing. A lot of the civs are really cheesy and are really unique. It's interesting. That's just a lot of units here, huh? 80% water sit on continents. Those are. I just generally, like, if you sit me down with a game of Civ, it's just very unlikely I will win. I mean, I have literally, from start to finish, with no save file manipulation, reloads, or anything like that, or like retiring the game, just like cheating, like literal cheating. I've only won one game on Sid in my whole life. I guess some of you guys might not consider that stuff cheating, but and if I did like the cut strategy, like the road cut for gold abuse, which Civ Fanatics doesn't consider cheating, but totally is, then do they just not have this hooked? What's going on? Why don't they have pikemen? Yeah, maybe I'd have a better luck with Sid, but yeah, typically I need. It's very unlikely I win. But all that being said, the settings you suggested are pretty good settings for Sid. So if I do win, that might be one of the times I do win. So now what I'm worried about here is they could have ansars. Like they have horses, they have iron, they have saltpeter. They could have calves. They could have literally pretty much any unit. So it's hard to predict, but I'm not seeing those units. They're in the next era. God. Okay, I need some gold. Just give me 7 gold. That's a good start, surprisingly. Oh, Russians are dead too. Okay, so there's a few people dead. Ah, okay. That would get me through one more turn. Okay. And then I can figure it out from there. Maybe I can like take a city off them. They could also like attack through here. There's a lot of things they can do. There's just so many angles I'm fighting them from, and I don't guard my cities very well, so it's tough. But okay, we'll say we'll go next turn. I think this like just this right here is just enough to take them out. Okay, so these are the two cities they could just attack instantly. I guess they could technically, you know what, if they take this one instantly, fair play. Like if they just walk a cav over. I don't think they have a cav in that random city if they don't have one in Shiraz, but fuck it. Well, let's take some chances here. Wasting some worker moves there. Will I buy Civ 7? Yes, absolutely, Canes. Or, you know, I actually have at this point, I did get one game for free, not a Civ game, but I said, hey, I'm interested in making videos in this. I did make literally one video and that was it. I messaged the devs and say, hey, would you give me a copy? And they did. They gave me a Steam key. So it would be nice if I didn't have to pay. But with Civ 7, yes, I'm willing to pay. Just I want to see what the game, catch up with the franchise, basically. Like even Civ 5, I didn't pay as much attention to as I could have. So it'd be nice to know where things are going and have like a better understanding about how the franchise is moving. Because honestly, like a lot of people come into my channel, new faces. These aren't people who like grew up with the game and like this is the only Civ game they've played. These are people who maybe they did play when they were younger or were aware of the game when they were younger, but who got back into the franchise or just got into the franchise for the first time because of the newer games. So even though I've got like my personal reservations about some of the directions that the games have gone in, it is still immensely valuable to the game and to me personally and to the YouTube channel itself. So yeah, I should be keeping up. I should be doing a better effort of keeping up with how things are going. Okay, here it is. Let's do it. I'm ready to take some risks. It's a bit of a risk right now. Like, I guess they have this too. Fuck me. They don't have gold actually. So if I just walk a warrior here, if they don't have a unit, they can't just get a unit if they have no gold. And they're size 1, so even if they're a pop Russian government, they couldn't do that there. Okay, that should be okay. So yeah. So this is a bit of a risk, but like having this one Civ surround me and still being like relatively kind of strong is also a risk in itself. So I'm gonna go fight them. Okay, so ideally we just want to take the city instantly. Good. Okay, I don't know how much flipping is an issue. We'll see. Is that roaded? That's not roaded. So he can't get it to this city. I can leave this empty. Carthage, often Carthage does deserve it. That's a good take on things. Historically, that was the sentiment. How can I find Discord Civ player? There's actually a link to the Discord for the multiplayer community in the description of this video. This is for the multiplayer Discord, but we do single player stuff there too. It also functions as just the Discord for my YouTube channel. There is a dedicated single. It's not, it's active in its own way. It's probably maybe about as active as ours. I can give you, or someone in chat maybe can give you a link to that if we needed. And then Civ Fanatics, of course, is a classic. Okay. Looks like we got retreats off. If you know what, they can't have. There's no way they have like a cav in there. That wouldn't make any sense. A Vikings game? I've done Vikings game before. They're not my favorite Civ. I find them on high difficulties. They're just too slow, too clunky. And on lower difficulty levels, I have better things to do. And like, I'd rather do like a Badland game if I'm playing a low difficulty level. Okay, let's just see. I think we can just walk in, and get the city back. Not a great city to have. I think like this is a city we planted too, so this is something we set ourselves up for. But yeah, okay, we just took one outright, and we're set up to take more. We still do need to worry about the. Okay, good. Chat's really active. How many viewers do I have? 48. Okay, yeah, pretty damn good. But just a lot of people I don't recognize. Maybe I should be doing more streams. I'm just embarrassingly shallow in my motivations. So, oh, okay, we just lost a building. That's fine. I was worried about going broke, but like going broke was not that big of a deal at all. We have steam power. Yay! The best, literally the best tech in the game. In fact, we should have prepared more workers because we're not ready to have steam power. I guess we don't even know if we have coal. Guess where the coal was, guys. This is a good ward for us to be fighting. Okay. Yeah, it turns out all of the coal was in the Arab land, and we just took their shit. And I was just saying how we don't have any workers. Here are the workers. Not a lot. Like, they only work at half speed. Still, good to have. I think we just insta-colony this. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to do anything else. We just cannot get this in 3, can we? We can, though. Is why France is such a good civ? Hey, Johnny. Agriculture is brilliant. France is not an agricultural civ. They're generally maybe a slightly above average civ. Where did this come from? Did I just like happen to show up at the turn before? And why do the random units here? Jesus. No, I want this dead. I'll wait. Okay, this we can just pivot. Okay, we're starting the first of our long railroads. Okay. Hey, rip off. Yeah. Glad you could catch the stream. Okay. I could just go for Fustat right now. I'd rather... Let's take things slow, though. That's close. And we have this cav here. Okay, yeah, and he can't get onto us. Nice, so next turn we should be able to push into Baghdad. Let's put this here, and then if he... Oh, God, he's got muskets. um, Whatever. That's okay. This is on a hill, I believe, so the defense bonus is pretty good. The knight should hold. Oh, we can trade away steam power. Fuck yeah. Even the Byzantines, the most advanced civ, do not have steam power. So we can get medicine, or we could just get a few thousand gold. If I remember correctly, we had to like claw our way back up here too. So I remember like having to do some crazy tech deals in the last part. And they all have a ton of gold per turn. Yeah, so we're just gonna get steam power. We don't have a lot of gold to offer them, but this is okay. Yeah, we're gonna get way back more. So the Byzantines, the one thing I don't like about this is we're not draining the Byzantines of any gold. So maybe we can bait them into some wars later that will force them to switch into fascism. But for now, as long as this gets me a bunch of gold, I'm happy with it. So we grab medicine, and if I'm mistaken, nobody else has medicine. If I just take these away, yeah, that is as much gold as he has. And I do not need these techs. Oh, what did I give him? Fuck. I gave him medicine. Okay. Nice. Same thing here. Just give medicine. He only has 28 gold per turn. Yeah, so I only need to give him medicine. If I get music theory, I might as well grab music theory. That's fine. Incans we've talked to already. Portugal. So he actually has the most gold, so maybe I should have gone for him first. But you know what? If he just gets steam power, that's not too big of a deal. What's he got here? Yeah, if I'm giving him steam power, I might as well give him medicine because I don't want to like enable a trade where he trades his steam power for the medicine of uh, the Incans or whoever. If someone's going to trade a medicine, it might as well be me, so I get stuff off of him. Good. Oh, wait, I don't need democracy. Can I just do this? No. Okay, might as well grab democracy then. 40 gold per turn. I don't really... Portugal particularly, I don't really care about. I guess he's the next big guy on the map. So ideally what I want to do later is force a war between the Portuguese and the Byzantines. I'm not really sure. Would I want to be on the side of the Byzantines or the Portuguese? It'd be nice not having to deal with the Byzantines. Although if I could like take Smyrna off them, this is just such a great choke point city. It'd be good to have. Anyway, something to think about. And we could contact America, I guess. And that's everybody. Yeah, there's 3 civs. I'm at war with Arabs. Nice. Hey, Talos. Opinions on Samaria? Samaria is fantastic. They're a little boring sometimes, but like in maps where there's just other stuff going on, they are an amazing and convenient civ to play. They just take a lot of the bullshit out of the game, honestly. So I do appreciate them quite a bit. Why am I so happy? It's an odd question, I guess. Let's move this up. Nice. You can even make Damasco next turn. Okay. We just do have some flat gold if we want to buy anything. I don't know how much an army is. 1,600. So we can't afford that. It's okay though. Nice, Emperor. Congratulations. Emperor is such an incredible fun difficulty. I think that's like the peak Civ 3 experience. After that, you're just like kind of torturing yourself a bit. And maybe torturing yourself could be fun. Or if you're, sometimes you need a little torture. Jesus. Speaking of which, dealt with. Okay, done. We have that city back. And we have the road now, so if the Byzantines try to come for it again, we're more prepared. Okay, so all this stuff is done. Let's get some random rails. I guess some of these cities should switch to worker. That's fine. That's fine. Wouldn't want to switch there. Something like this is fine. Oh, some of these are my workers too. How did they end up with that? Okay, so you walk the longbows home. Let's attack with this for this can't retreat. I don't want to give him a promotion. Yeah, let's hit with the vet cav first. We're gonna go onto the hill, even though it takes away some of our movement, just because. Did I? Okay, fuck off. That's just the same one. Like, right? We saw him. It was like unfortified, so we just lost all our combats there against this one guy. Unbelievable, but the big guns are showing up. Okay, I was worried a little bit about the possibility of like trading away. Okay, so this would be a good city to have just buy sling in. I guess we can't afford that either. Yeah, I was worried about the possibility of just like trading away my salt, but it just turned out fine. Like, we have the cavalry we need to make progress, and then beyond that, we can just use other units. Wonder they absolutely need? I don't think no civ absolutely needs any wonder. Maybe in certain situations you need wonders. 100% in certain situations you need wonders. But glib is strong, obviously. How would you play the US? Okay, Kane's good question. Pop cities, pretty much. Play a map where you can pop cities. Or were you asking about wonders for them? Because they're an interesting one because they have a lot of difficulty getting their golden age at all, especially on high difficulties. So it really depends on the difficulty. On low difficulty levels, you can just pick up the wonders as long as you're not sleeping. Unbelievable. God. Okay, here we go. Oh, the catapult maybe had something to do with the bad RNG. Okay, I just don't want him attacking the army. Let's put this under the army to help guard the army. So yeah, try to pop cities, obviously. Like, you need two, like, and both of these wonders are hard. You need an expansionist wonder and an industrious wonder. So in terms of expansionist wonders, I guess you could do Great Lighthouse. You don't start with Colossus, so or you don't start with bronze working. I guess if you pop the tech, but you couldn't really plan around it. You're also not, your cap's not coastal. So yeah, I guess if you somehow started with, if you popped or if you started coastal as America, you could do bronze working real quick, pre-build the pyramids, and then just like blitz, just like first thing wonder, just the wonder before absolutely anything. And then typically even on Deity and Demigod, you'll get the wonder if you do that. If you just like on one city just build Colossus, which is of questionable value, but like not having a GA until the game is already over is just too bad. So that's not really an option for America. They need to get their GA however they can. If not that, then I guess you would go straight for Great Lighthouse. There's not like a lot of synergy between Great Lighthouse and the traits of America. Like you probably want like a more land heavy map. If you're playing as America. But on a land heavy map, Great Lighthouse isn't going to be very useful. So that would be your expansionist wonder. You now need an industrious wonder. Pyramids, again, on high difficulty levels, not really an option, especially when getting these other two wonders. Actually, maybe expansionist is the easier to. You could just like pray to get this, but like without a golden age, this is not a guarantee. Like Copernicus is itself, like if you're playing on a high difficulty level or if you're challenging yourself, it's such a crapshoot because it just really depends on how things are set up with the AIs. Sorry, I guess that's not true. So it's mostly the interaction with Great Library that's the problem. So what happens is you do Great Library, and if there's two AIs of equal tech level, they both get education, and then you can quickly do astronomy, pre-build the wonder, and you can probably get it. The issue is when there's one AI that's well ahead of the other AIs, or at least well ahead in terms of the top techs. Like often, even they'll do like theology, education, astronomy before anyone else even has theology. And by that point, they can build this wonder or be basically done before you even get education. So it's this awkward choice of like, do I intentionally give away my free text and then obsolete my wonder intentionally? Like you just lose the access to the wonder when you get education just to maybe get this wonder. It just puts you in a difficult spot. So I don't like the reliability of that one. But if you're not doing Great Library, it's not as much of an issue if you have other ways to keep up. But again, this is an expansionist wonder. We need an industrious wonder. So the industrious wonder would be Hoover Dam. Yeah, okay, but like again, this requires you to already have a lead. And currently, like I'm at parity with the AI, but the reason I'm at parity with the AI is specifically because I had my GA early and I leveraged that to gain an advantage in the game. America wouldn't have that option. So yeah, it just faces like this on high difficulty level is basically not an option. It's industrious. Pyramids, I think it would technically, if you did it on one city, it would technically be possible, but just too much of a crapshoot. Great Wall is also a bit of a crapshoot. Like sometimes the AI will get it quite early, sometimes it's a bit delayed. But I guess this would be a good option for Industrious Wonder if you pop a bunch of techs. Like if you pop math and just rush for construction and do a pre-build, I think you can make it work. And then you have an awkward timed despotic golden age. So congratulations. But there's no Industrious Wonder in the second era. Unless I'm forgetting something. Not this, not this, not this, not this. Not this. This is commercial seafaring. Yep. This is nothing. Yeah, so you see the issue. Like, there's only one expansionist wonder here, and it's completely unreliable whether you get it or not. And it becomes less likely to give you get it if you haven't already taken your golden age. So one expansionist wonder here, and there's no industrious wonder. So either you completely coin flip whether you get a golden age at all, just praying that you're going to get this wonder, or you take two of these wonders and you have a despotic golden age. So America, weak civ. Get a golden age however you can, or just accept that you're probably not going to get a golden age would be my advice. And try to abuse the scouts. Get a bunch of techs. Try to pop. Hoover Dam? Yeah, sorry. Oh, I guess. What's the play then? Okay, sorry. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so you do. If you get Colossus early, like I would say America maybe re-roll until you get like a Colossus start, and then go for Hoover Dam as the golden age. It might be a bit rough, but that might be fun to play sometime. Okay, it'd be interesting to try that out for a stream. So thank you for bringing up that question. Sorry for getting way off topic and not playing the game. Hoover Dam, yeah. AI is notorious for they both delay literally every tech on this route. They get other stuff first. So even if like you're a bit behind, you can often just get lucky and get those techs. Even if you're very behind. Speaking of which, I'd say I can start pre-building army in 20. Yeah, I think that works. I'm gonna sell the techs for money too. So, where's my money going? Because I'm getting a lot from other civs. Who am I paying off? Did I pay the Byzantines for the peace deal? Oh, I paid them for peace. 101. No, no, sorry. At some point, I paid 101 gold per turn to them. I don't remember doing that. Anyway, I get that back at a certain point, so that's nice. I still need more workers. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll just pay a little bit of gold for some workers. I mean, I guess these cities have to be for something, right? And I'm sick of not having these wines. Let's just grab the temple. Okay. I bought, yeah, I remembered, but that was only 55 gold per turn. I was like, where did the other 100 gold per turn come from? Tauda. They will, Canes, yeah. They'll give you a lot of gold for it, so it's good to have. I don't think I need a barracks here. Oh, fuck. I hope that didn't give me war weariness. That's fine. No, my workers! How dare you? That is unacceptable. How close are we to getting the city? If let's delay this one. I can't rail inside his land. What? Get out of here. I'll do what I damn please. Okay. It's annoying, but I guess this is gonna take the city. I think weirdly we're better off if we attack it. Like this is like 55-45 in our favor. If we let him attack into us, he's more likely to. I guess we can still retreat, but that'll do. Yeah, that's fine. This one's on a hill. It's also his coal. I really want the city. Yeah, fuck it. Let's blitz the city. Got a knight coming up for defense. Okay, we got these railroad we can use. Yeah, we're starting to get those little ticks of faster movement here. You'll notice from the railroads. I really wish I had more, but we get what we get. We don't get upset. At some point we're gonna have to railroad over a mountain or just skip. Honestly, I think we're just gonna skip. No, then we'd waste a whole round of worker moves. I guess we'll tough it out. Smiths should be industrious. I could kind of see that, I guess. Fuck, no. Jesus. Yeah, we did get a take a war witness. Fuck off. Oh my god. Dumb shit game. Sorry, dumb shit, comma, adjective clause describing game. Not, it's not a shit game. It's a dumb game, but it is not shit. Three catapults now. Can we get... Okay, we do 1 point of damage. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's it. I'm so terrified of units with half my attack value as defense, but that's how it is. Some workers, that's always a good thing to see. One of my workers too. I don't know. Don't know how he got that. Seems a little sus. Is it gay to have another man's workers? uh not at all. And if it was, that would be okay too. Ooh, we can bring down a cavalry. That's nice. Okay, this is gonna take a while. Okay, we can speed it up with this. So we're doing railroad 2. Oh, fuck. No, I guess we need to cancel that. We're doing railroad 2s. I've realized it can increase worker efficiency. Okay, and now we're just seeing that, yeah, we've got more than we need. I'll grab heroic epic. Not sure I'm gonna need it, but okay. Um, we have the main stuff we need. I guess having saltpeter would be nice. It just takes so long to get to these cities. We can grab Najran. We could also try to eliminate the Arabs from the game completely. It's just 4 cities. But I don't like having to deal with... For real? Fuck off. Holy shit. It's such a cockbag move. Pillaging the wines. We're just trying to get to the wonder, right? We're trying to tech. And he's just making our day miserable. Is the resistance dead here? Not yet. Okay, revenge. Completely unacceptable. Okay. Don't know if you have any units in there, but you're going to wish you had them in your city. Good. Okay, so the whole southern part of his empire is dead. We were able to do it with just knights, which is surprisingly lenient. Okay, so Railroad 2. You're getting the border expanded a turn. Okay, oh, that's nice. Thank you. Yeah, 2 turns, but it makes me feel a little bit better. Thank you for managing my emotions. Okay, as a reminder, guys, at 4 p.m. we're going to be doing a new player game for multiplayer. This will be the MDJ mod. I think, like, I'm not going to be in the game, so I can't stop you if you want to play something else. There's a lot of fun things you could play. You could do like a bot smash, like fighting co-op against the AI. You could do an epic, just if you have time for that, I guess. Play the regular game as multiplayer. But MDJ would be the one I'd suggest, and we have a host for that. And it works well with low player counts. So even if I think we have 3 players on board right now. So even if we just get one more, that'd be fine for a 2v2. 3v3 would be great, and 4v4 is as much as it gets, obviously. Can't have a 16-player multiplayer game, sadly. Be fun to see the lag on that one. That would be absolutely wild, though. One of the reasons I like 4v4 is because, like, it's at the point where, like, if one player dies on your team, it's not the end of the game. The game keeps on going. With a 2v2 or a 3v3, early kills can, like, really be a downer. So, like, seeing a 6v6 would be incredible, but sadly the technology is not there. Oh, he just attacked into me. He almost got the city, too. If I lost the temple that way, that would have been upsetting. But that was, yeah, not even close. Okay. Good. Get out of here. Just walk at him. And we're going to do that. Yeah, we're just going to walk units at you. Try me. We are industrious too. We're getting that like second wind of industrious as a trait where it becomes useful again. One tile off. That's okay. Where was his horses? Oh, weird. We got the triple border expand, so the colony wasn't entirely necessary, but I wouldn't have wanted to wait, so. Okay, we got this big stack. We don't want to be railroading through the mountains, so it's going to be a while before we get to our capital, but we're not really in a hurry to get our capital to be strong, so it's okay. Hey, Ben. I'm glad you could catch the game. So question would be, in terms of single-player content from the channel, what would you guys want to see next? One thing I've been messing around with, probably the answer. I guess I'm just running it by you. But good suggestions. Every now and then, like as the years go by, I become more and more picky about what suggestions I choose, both because I have my own ideas and there's stuff I've already done. And I'm more interested in like engaging myself rather than engaging the audience isn't necessarily my top priority anymore. But that being said, like throughout the years, there's always been like random people have random suggestions. Even if it's just like 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 20, I'll be like, fuck yeah, I actually do want to do that. And I do. If I had more time, I'd go through the videos on my channel and mention which ones fall into that category. Anyway, sorry. The thing I wanted to run by you guys is I would just like start recording, like hosting a bunch of Sid games. Okay? So just playing a bunch of Sid games in single player, grinding them out, re-rolling the maps as much as I need to, with no commentary. Typically what I did for single player videos is that I would comment as I was playing, which makes hard game playthroughs really rough because, well, you know, I need to be doing... It's just exhausting having to do, like, if you're doing, like, 5 tries, each one takes an hour long, and none of them work. You just did 5 hours of talking to the microphone with no payoff. Tiring, right? But I would just be playing the game. And then if I get like, a good run going, I would go back, I would record commentary for it, and then the next rounds of the game would be played with live commentary. So that was my idea. Basically a Sid game where I would just record blank with no commentary and then go back and add commentary later once I get a run that really takes off. That's what I've been doing for multiplayer games, and that's been... I honestly find my commentaries better if I'm not playing at the same time. I could also do it at a faster speed too. Yeah, that's actually been an issue with Civ 3, that I feel like single player is a little slow sometimes. It depends on the game. Sometimes there's a lot going on, but sometimes the game gets slow. So what I could do is I could play it back at like 1.5 speed. I feel though that relative to multiplayer, like multiplayer, I do like 1.2 speed, or 1.25. Relative to multiplayer, single player has like less going on. There's less to comment in any individual moment, so it would warrant a faster speed. Huh, I got the border expand here. I could have just waited a turn, I guess. Whatever. Oh, he's just gonna die. Yeah, he's fucked. Must get there. It's a lot of workers. Fuck it. But yeah, let me know in the comments if that sounds like a good thing to do. This is over a river, which is not great. But it's fucking spearmen, so whatever. Okay, so the western and northern worker armies have joined up. Southern one still plopping away. A game using only offensive units. That's just a non. That's the kind of suggestion I don't take. Just not a. That's pretty much how I play. What defensive units do you see here? We got one offensive, offensive, offensive. Like offensive units are defensive units. So it's just like play the game normally challenge. Maybe like a slight reduction in utility, but like I would need like a very high difficulty level and a very challenging game to make that challenge actually matter. And if I'm going to be doing a very challenging game, I'd rather just do bad land or a more interesting start or a higher difficulty level than making a very small restriction myself. Okay, great. I'm glad you guys are on board for that. I feel like Sid is pretty much like the ultimate content for Civ 3, right? So, oh god, I'm saying the word content. So I like to deliver it more when I can more often. And this would be a way to make it easier on myself. So attack with the elite first. Okay, this is fine. With all the defense bonuses, he's like got 4 defense here. But that still leaves me favored. What? Oh my god, he's got 2 island cities. Okay, well, this didn't take as long as I thought it would. So I'll get him out of my land because I'm sick of his toxic bullshit. He just has nowhere to go otherwise too, right? So yeah, I'll just, even if I lose some units, I don't care. I don't want to have him running around. Okay, that's everything. I'm pretty sure he's got some boats. Yeah, that's all of his units. Okay, done. Arabs dealt with. Good. And we can even get Bukhara. Do I want Bukhara? I kind of don't. um, it might flip. What's the? I kind of don't even want to deal with this, but just to show you the process, we would call him up. Our people are impressed. Okay, so it is likely to culture flip because it is very near his capital. It is very far from my capital, and the culture ratio is in his favor. So I guess these might flip to the Byzantines now. I maybe should have raised Najran. No, as long as I get the border expand in these 2 cities, they're fine. So, I could just pay for that. Yeah, that's something I can just pay for. Good. Done. Okay, that's all shored up. We have resistors. Okay. So yeah, even though he'll give me the city for free, I don't want to be bothered. Like, it might bait someone into a war with me. I guess it's nothing lost if it culture flips. It just doesn't really do anything for me. Sorry, it gives me 4 commerce per turn. I don't need the unit support, which would otherwise be a factor. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Southern Worker Team is almost joined up with Northern and Western Worker Team. What a beautiful day. Tank to a Spearman, that's a classic. I believe Civ Fanatics used to have a Spearman loses to tank emoji, or emoticons as they were called back in the day. And Eastern Worker Team, oh, all coming together. I love it when this happens. Same map, same Civ, multiple playthroughs, each with a different win condition. That sounds exhausting, Advent Cloud Strife. um, I think one thing that would interest me, though, would be same map, but play it from the perspective of each of the civs. I think that would be fascinating. Um, I guess it wouldn't have to be a random map in that case. I like that idea. But again, you're asking me to play 8 different games with not with like a significant amount of overlap between the games. Like it's not all fresh content. Okay. I guess this is just what I'm spending my gold on. Yeah, I'm just going to buy the temple here because the resistance is over and I don't want this to flip to the Byzantines. And let's get Moscow too. This one will always be able to flip. So, and if this one flips, it's not the end of the world. I guess I could have paid attention and seen if there was an option to still sell steam power, because if you remember, I only sold medicine. But it doesn't really matter. Ah, full railroad down all the way up there. Okay, that's nice. I like that some of these cities are like growing a little bit more thanks to this irrigation, and that some of these cities will have higher production. Yeah, the rails are really help. Like this is bad land, as we say in the Future Start mod for multiplayer. If you have railroads, any land is good land. There's no such thing as bad land if you have railroads. Heroic epic in 2 turns. Not bad. Someone could hypothetically plant here, so I'm just gonna put my catapults there. Majed, you didn't miss too much. I cleaned up the Arabs and I dealt with the war with the Byzantines. I just like generally got my house in order. I got steam power before anyone else did, so I got a pretty damn good trading deal for it. Yeah, so the tech situation's all shored up. If you guys have not seen a lot of my Deity streams or Demigod streams, you might not be sure, like, oh, how does he close this out? But if you've seen a lot of them, I'm sure you know exactly how this gets closed out. So, oh fuck, I was just about to say. What I was about to say was, at the end of this part, I think this is pretty much over. That I trust you guys know how I would close this out, but that's not true anymore because I'm now fighting the Portuguese. Still, I actually don't think this is too big of a deal. So what we're going to do, we actually just got oh, this is perfect. We just got electricity. I wanted this anyway, kind of. So we got the good pre-build. It's an 8 in 12. Okay. Oh, he attacked us with a random cav and then lost. It wouldn't have mattered because I had 2 units in the city, but a good reminder of problems that can come up. But at this point, we have rails, right? Like, if he took the city, like, before that would have been a disaster. I have to, like, move all my units up there. Now, who gives a shit? He landed 1 unit on me. Who gives a shit? I could just walk my cavalry up along the rails and instantly take back. Literally any cavalry in my empire could just go up there. So the game, as soon as you get everything fully railed, if you're not behind in tech and you have like a big enough empire, it doesn't even have to be this big, but having it this big is nice. You're good. Canucks or Oilers? Ooh, I like the Jets. I haven't been keeping track of the playoffs though. Sorry, hockey broadly. If you guys don't know this, so about 1/6 of the hockey teams are Canadian teams. So you would expect like at least once a decade a Canadian team would win the cup. In my lifetime, a Canadian team has never won the cup. I think it was like 93 was the last one, Montreal. So just by necessity of life circumstances, I've become pretty dispassionate about hockey. It's a shame too. It's a great sport. Wish the puck was a little easier to see, but aside from that, as a spectator sport, I like it a lot better than most other sports. If I had to pick though, oh god, I like Edmonton and I like Vancouver. Edmonton's been through some stuff though, so we'll say Edmonton. Yeah, getting railed here, completely railed. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to call up the Byzantines. We have the gold. It's a little awkward if you don't have the gold on hand for the embassy, but we do. And we have a valid trade rep. Like, there's just so many things. These things might not be clear just by looking at the game, but there's a lot of things we have going for us. They don't even have coal. Wow, that's bad for them. So there's a lot of advantages we have here. So I guess this is my justification for why I'm not going to completely close at the game here. So I might as well do this in detailed, but this is why I consider the game to be in the bag. So valid trade reputation, very easily defendable position with rails, like nobody can possibly come for us. And if they do, if they just randomly land 10 units, I don't know, here and they take a city, they have to fight every every piece of cavalry in our empire next turn. So we've got that going for us. Core buildings done, very strong economy, a lot of cities. This is not completely necessary, but it certainly does help. Our luxury situation is, I guess, not fantastic. What do we have? 4. Oh, 4. Yeah, 4 is great. And we're consistently trading for more than that. We have a valid trade reputation. It just makes the game so much more flexible, so much more easy. You can milk more money out of the AI. So if you have a valid trade reputation, you can get gold per turn. Sorry, you can pay for things using gold per turn and use that to get more gold from the AI. So yeah, that puts you further ahead, and then it actually sucks more gold out of them in the long run because you can wheel and deal it. So there's that. Is there anything else that needs to be said? We have every resource. We are still playing the Mayans, who are like at this point of the game, they're still a strong civ based on their traits. And all the other AI civs are weak. Like there's no runaway AI civ. Byzantines and Portugal are about the same power level. But I think, oh, they have the coal here. They still haven't hooked it, but they do have coal. Okay. So we're just going to do one military alliance versus Portugal. And we're going to grab and... Okay. I definitely misread this word when I was just looking at it out the corner of my eye. So I'm trying to figure out why she doesn't do this. Is my trade rep with her in particular bad? Her score is higher than mine. Let's see victory conditions. 25, 21, 30. Okay, massive population here. This is and this is the consequence of tighter city placement. Like you just have more citizens for most of the game if you have tighter city placement, and citizens win the game. Population wins the game. So, in a literal sense and a figurative sense. Yeah, Calgary too. A lot of Canadian teams have come close, but they've fucked it up every time. So, hence pessimism. Okay, why will Byzantines not do this? Okay, she's gonna hook coal anyway. I might as well do that. Am I not? Do they have an ROP or something? Or sorry, mutual MPP. They do. Okay, they have an MPP. So how do I do this then? Can they? Will they just not break MPPs? That's annoying. I want them to fight each other just to make them both collapse into fascism. On when to break your trade rep, not when. It really depends on the game. It's just you need to read the map circumstances of the game. Basically, it is a very good thing to have at all times, but if you don't need it anymore and you can get like tens of thousands of gold, consider it, I guess. Or if you have no other option. It's pretty much that. Yeah, either it doesn't matter anymore because you're in such a strong position, or you're so late into the game, or the game is fucked if you don't break the MPP or if you don't break the like a classic example would be on high difficulty levels if you want to get the great library to like if you're like 20 texts behind, you get a rite of passage and then you take the great library and then you get those 20 texts and that brings you back into the game. You have no trade rep, so you have a lot of problems later on, but not as big problems as being 20 texts behind. Do I have wine? I do. I don't think I'm trading it away. Yeah, so I do. Okay, so I can't attack Portugal at his home. I probably wouldn't want to do that anyway. He's just going to send me a bunch of cavalry. I don't want that to happen. I know he has a lot. How do I make this happen? How do I get them to break the MPP? Okay. I guess I could get the Incans on board instead. Like, the Portuguese probably just walked a bunch of units at me, so they're probably busy. Yeah, I guess that would be what I would do. So, unless you guys know a way to get them to break the MPP, I was like thinking, is there another way to like bring other civs into the war? Eh, can't think of anything that would work. Okay, let's just do the Incans then. Kind of like thing after thing here, but timing isn't bad. Oh, because this is because I have monopoly on it. I see. And then is she like halfway done? Interesting. It's because she has a monopoly on industrialization. Okay, that's fine then. In fact, I made this mistake before. Let's go all out here. Yeah, let's hedge. Okay, I didn't hedge. I was scared she'd declare war on me before, and I didn't hedge as much as I could have, and that fucked me. So here we're going all out. Oh, we can get even more gold. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I'm just scared she's just gonna military alliance versus me. What the heck? Was this not? Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. Okay. Oh, gems would be nice. Am I running the happiness slider? But no, gems actually, if she declares war on me, I lose the gems, so I should do this. Okay, I don't need these two. I can get nationalism from other civs. Good. I grab industrialization. Go to Incans. And alliance with the Portuguese. Yeah, good. This does lock me in for 20 turns. I think that's fine. Just to have someone attacking the Portuguese. I just don't want to have to fight every single unit in the Portuguese Empire. That would be annoying, especially if the Byzantines attack too. That actually might be dangerous. I might threaten my position in the game. Germany. I don't really use tanks. Like you notice, I'll use tanks, and that's not because of their movement score. They're just not needed. So by the time you have artillery and bombers, what's the point? I've played Germany before though. It's just a gimmicky game otherwise. Okay, so here's nationalism. I also think the Incans would not lose this war. Like the Americans, I could get the Americans on board, but I think they would lose. You know what? Let's do that too. Fuck it. The way that's gonna work is they're gonna attack Portugal, and then Portugal, Byzantines are gonna declare war on America. That's bad. But America's very valuable to have in this war. Just let's just start a big war, and if the end result is that the Incans and the Americans get smashed, that's fine by me. Fuck. I was supposed to get the Americans in before the turn ended. Okay. Oh, I didn't move my units. Fuck. And that's actually partially a constant. And that, like, fucks my happiness because I might start getting war wariness tick. Okay, but let's get America in. Good. Okay. Um. Oh, fuck off! Unbelievable! Get the fuck out of here. It's just disgusting. I make that one mistake of hitting the end. I hit, instead of hitting the D key, I hit this and it ended the turn. And now I have to fight the Byzantines on top of everybody else. Disgusting. Oh my god. And he's got like a bunch of shit there. Well, it sucks that I have to attack over the river. Okay, I got the city back. And if I just declared war on the Byzantines instantly, I could have like had the American, or as long as they attack Portugal, they're gonna have to attack Byzantines too. So I don't think it affects me too much. Yeah. So basically, it's a 3v2 war. Byzantines again and Portuguese against everybody else. That's fine. Should have reckoned or reconned. Yeah, I was thinking like if I was gonna like pass the tech to the Incans, I might as well have. Um, got them to declare war on the Byzantines too, but with the mutual protection pact, that's probably going to be the outcome either way. And they don't share that much of a border with the Byzantines, so it's not that important. And I guess it would make the Byzantines send units to them instead of having the Byzantines send units to me. Oh, I also didn't raise my tech. That does give me war happiness. Um, Good. I just need to not end my turn now. Yeah, like see, like I got plenty of units around. They can't get on that. They could get on Novgorod, so I need to watch out. I guess I don't even. I have units around, but not that many. But that should be plenty. I just need a cav here. Did I get the border expand here? I didn't get the. I lost the temple too. You guys know I hate that. Takes 5 turns. I have to like pay another 400 gold for the temple. Okay, dealt with. Good. We'll put this here. I need to deal with. Fuck. I need to guard. This is actually okay. For one more turn. This is okay, because he can't get at me here. Wait, one. No, no, he can't. I can draft though. Fuck yeah. Might as well spend that happiness, right? Okay. Yeah, I did scam them for. I managed it better this time. You're right that the scam on the gold was a big pickup for me. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, like I'm doing 100% tech. I'm sitting on 3,700 gold that I took from them. Like they lost that gold too. Good. Okay. They don't have amphibious units, so they can't take these cities. Let's put these guys here. Byzantines and the Portuguese. Byzantines declared war on Americans. Okay, yeah, Americans just gonna die. But like if like I said, sorry, I don't think I got around to saying it, but if the outcome of this war is just that the Incans and the Americans just get fucked, and the Byzantines and the Portuguese switch into fascism, that is a massive win for me. I do not need those two civs to live to counter because I'm huge. Like this is the advantage to me being huge. Like I didn't need myself to be huge with the map state as it was. Um, but it allows me to have a worse map state and still be completely fine with it. Okay, let's get this guy to full the army. Okay, we finally have. Let's fill in the gaps there. Can this not? Why is it going there? Why can't it just go down to? Oh, oh, oh. Why was it pathing it somewhere? The pathing in this. What is going on here? The pathing in this game is so bad sometimes. Would it really have sent it that way? I wonder. I'm not convinced, but like genuinely, maybe it might have happened. So nice. We got elites here, so we can start farming promotions. Can do that. It doesn't look like he's got like a stack of 20 calves or anything. I guess it's only been like 10 turns since the war he fought with me before. Maybe a bit more, but... Let's finish, like, he could boat here and he could boat the south, so let's remove those as possibilities. You see how, like, manual control over the workers is important. If I didn't have this big railroad spanning my empire, if they were just railroading random mountains instead, the war would be a lot harder to fight. Kind of hedging things here by roading in all these directions. Okay, another question is, could I take a city off the Byzantines, which it's a hill city, size 7. Oh, it's actually not a hill city. Okay, if I have enough calves, I can. A lot of these cities are building calves. Let's... Again, I think I'm noticing a pattern here. Okay, okay. Good. I think that net positive on... I'm just sitting on 3,000 gold. I'm being kind of stingy. I'll just grab the coal plant real quick. The American cavalry could actually, like, sit on one of my railroads, so I need to watch out for that. In fact, I probably should have just walled him off. I can still wall him off, actually. Okay. Ooh, that's good. That's a good deal. Not an underrush, but that's still fine. And we can take the swordsman here. Good, because we still have unit in the cap. Having your cap be empty kind of baits them toward, like, the capital specifically, they get baited by a lot, so I try to avoid empty capital when I can. If you're going further away, you can just do Z. This can be really helpful for managing big empires like this for railroads. Next turn, I should get the railroad here. It's just a really useful railroad to have. Start stockpiling. It's actually kind of hard to get to. I guess I'd go here onto this mountain. Okay, yeah, it's not that hard. Bring the cav so we have options. I don't want this to get culture flipped, and that's technically a possibility, so let's avoid it. Out of curiosity, why didn't you do an mutual protection pact with Biz and then declare war on Portugal? So Portugal declared war on me. Why did I not? Oh, I guess that would have worked. Nobody should have said that earlier. There's a point where I was like, won't somebody rid me of this troublesome mutual protection pact? I was basically begging you guys for an answer. And I didn't get one, so I moved on. But I think that would have technically worked. Yeah, I do not like making mutual protection pacts. Like, because that could have possibly baited me into a war with, like, America or with Incans if it just happened to go that way. which would have been a disaster. But given the option, I think it would have been better. Arabia against the Byzantines, sure. Oh, sorry, Johnny. Let me scroll up. What about a game where you okay? To my knowledge, trade rep doesn't impact the UN. It does not. Yes. That is important. It's just one unit. So fucking dumb. Good. Okay. And I'm ready to go here. We're gonna clean up this with our knights. Yeah. So every cav, and we have a fair number. Oh my god. The path. Okay, this railroad's done. Having this railroad, let's just get this out of the way. Yeah, and that. Where did all these workers come from? Who knows? And like every railroad, let's finish all the railroad to all the stupid cities they could possibly. That was a railroad too. Why did it railroad to the volcano? Why does it even see the volcano as a valid target for railroading to? But I think the way Road 2 and Railroad 2 work is basically just go to a tile, like that's how the programming works, and on the way railroad. It doesn't think, doesn't really consider anything else. And I can do this, good. Um, this is fine, I guess. Can this get, fuck. I guess he can't contribute. Okay, I guess he defends then. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun because we need all the cows we can get here, I guess, because again, rifles. Maybe I should have done some upgrades and waited one more turn. Might not be too late. We got another cav here. Let's check. Where are all our calves? Literally all our calves. We only have 11. One here. And yeah, this one's out of moves. Okay. But just in case, we're going to upgrade a bunch of knights. We do have the market there. Okay, yeah, we can. We could even just buy an army if we really wanted to. It'd be a nice city to have. It's by not even remotely necessary, but it would be nice to have. Oh, it's a vet horseman too. That's nice. Okay, we're gonna delay this one more turn. These one unit attacks. Oh my god, it's cheesy as hell. In a not in a way that's bad for me though. Complete the circle. It's a lot of defensive units. I don't think they're going anywhere. That needs defending though. Or I don't think they're going to defend the city. They're just chilling. Ideally, we'd want like a medieval infantry here. This will do. Fuck off. Here we don't have a lot of land units. We're building a lot of cavalry though. Anyway, this unless things go catastrophically wrong, we'll take the city next turn. And we can draft. Sorry, we can still draft. Drafting is good for us here if we have any doubts about our ability to defend anything in particular. Okay. Yeah, no problem, Stephen. Why did you quit streaming on Twitch? There's a bunch of reasons. The only thing I liked about Twitch was there was better support for like just like this mod that let me have the text on screen. That worked a lot better with Twitch. Right now, I don't see your chat as well as I possibly could because I have to look at my secondary monitor. That was the one thing I liked about Twitch. Everything else about Twitch was worse. It's just a shit platform in a lot of ways. YouTube, people have a lot of issues with YouTube. Generally, it is a good platform to be on if you are a creator, though. Yeah, like on Twitch at the time when I started streaming, I was getting like maybe 18, 20 viewers on my Twitch streams. And when I switched to YouTube, I just instantly got like 50 or 60 viewers. So, yeah, just much better promotion. It partially was because I already had the audience on YouTube, but also in terms of like monetization, I would have had to like build up Twitch monetization, which I hate like all the streamers just like begging for bits. Like, thanks for the subs, guys. It's just exhausting to listen to. Personally, when I don't watch a lot of streams, but when I do, I don't like saying that. And yeah, and in here I don't do that. You'll notice uh, like the streams is like there's ads on the streams. I assume. No, actually no. There's no ads on the stream until after the stream. Like the playback, there's ads, but currently there's no ads. So you just get me playing the game, and it's not a commercial product the way that Twitch streams kind of feel like they are. Anyway, but in terms of monetization, I already met the goals for monetization on YouTube, so I could monetize the playback. On Twitch, I would have had to like build that up and like do all like jump through all their hoops, which I didn't want to jump through because I already had things running pretty smoothly on YouTube. Anyway, that's the reason I don't do Twitch. Um, yeah, absolutely nothing I've seen since then has really made me want to go back. Yeah, but yeah, if you know any reasons why Twitch might be good, let me know. I think a few multiplayer streamers still use Twitch, uh, who are in the multiplayer community of Civ 3 to clarify. They're just putting everything on boats, I guess. That's their play. Interesting. Okay, the cavalry is a little dangerous here. Let's do this first. Should I just go with the army? Fuck it. Okay. Good. That's a godsend. Yeah, this should be under control. I have a surprisingly, I think I didn't lose a single unit. um, yeah, I have a surprising number of regulars here, so I was a little concerned about just like feeding him promotion after promotion. But it didn't work out that way. It was ended up being fine. God. My clicking ability, not necessarily what it could be. Okay, I think it's safe to say that this is under control. I would make peace with them, but I've got the alliances, of course, so I can't do that. But they can't do shit to me now. Okay, I think this is a logical place to end the stream. Yeah. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to be doing a new player multiplayer game. So if yeah, don't thank you. Yeah, I like how you started the comment with your own name. Sometimes when I'm commenting on people's streams, I start comments by saying Suede. uh, but yeah, it is not fun to watch. I don't know, especially on playbacks, right? Like live, you're kind of like you're cooking, you're eating food, you're kind of walking around the room. You're kind of like watching it passively in the background, but it just makes watching like a re-recording of a live stream just to be exhausting. Which they already tend to be because the content just naturally is slower paced because it's improvised. Anyway, speaking of which, I'm going off topic and slowing down the pace of my stream. So we are doing a multiplayer new game. If we have Grongax to host, I hope he's around to host. The time has come. Okay, I see Gravity says he actually needs a little bit of extra time, so that's okay. Looks like we'll have 15 more minutes of stream then. But yeah, I guess we'll do a little shout out to MDJ. So MDJ is a new multiplayer mod we've developed for Civ 3. The idea is we wanted a lot of my focus in the past had been on modern. We wanted to do something more ancient era focused without too many. There's a lot of complicated mechanics and really in-depth strategy in modern, which is really rewarding and really fun. It just has a lot of options and a ton of ways to play the game, but we wanted something more streamlined and focused on because a lot of people have been playing MPT. MPT is the game where you just play a very small map and you play in the ancient era civs and you just have them slam their unique units into each other. And it's predictable in a lot of ways, and it has less variance, less going on. The meta is actually you can't build buildings; you have to build all your cities two apart, and it takes 12 turns to mine a hill. It is painful in a lot of ways, but it's also a lot of fun. So the idea was to remove the things that were bad about MPT, and to keep the things that are good. Most notably, the way that civs work in MPT. Like it feels more like champions in like Dota or League of Legends, where they each have unique goals, unique playstyles. They can do other things that other civs can't do, and they have to play the game in a different way. So that was the idea of something we wanted to bring into this new mod. And also just use we discovered a new way to mod to use assets from medieval Japan without you guys needing to install anything. So to clarify, if you want to play a game, if you have the game on Steam, you can just join the lobby and play. That's all you need because of the way that it's built. So we built 12 unique civs, each with a unique power, unique traits, and a unique unit. They're all relatively balanced. Like there's none that people like completely like shut you out of the game when you get them, and none that just like completely overpower the others. Lots of fun different playstyles. You have like rushing civs, you have building civs, you have mid-range civs, you have boating civs. Like Date and Hojo are good at boating. You have ninjas. They're not invisible, but they do have stealth attack. Yeah, and able to use like some of these powers here, which are really cool, without including anything into the game that like things like cruise missiles that just like confuse people or like even governments. We didn't really want to explore that here. Just straightforward, slam some unique units and units into each other, but no despotism penalty, faster workers, and buildings are actually good in this mod. Like it's good to build markets. It's good to have a library. It's good to have all kinds of buildings. Oh, and you can do wonders too. Yeah, take care, my Jed. Thank you for tuning in. So yeah, this is the mod. Grongax will be hosting once he's around. Yeah, there. Let's see if he hosts. So, in case we want to catch the rest of this later. Number 3. But I think this one's in the bag. Yeah, so if you want to join a multiplayer game, the way it works is you just go to multiplayer. You need the game on Steam. If you have it on CD or good old games, I guess you could play direct IP with other good old games players or CD players there. But to play with Steam players, you need the game on Steam. It's $5. I know it's a pain in the ass if you don't have it, but yeah, that's what it is. So you would go multiplayer, so boot up the game, multiplayer, click on Grongax's lobby. You're good. That's it. That's all you need. So you could join the game that way, and hopefully we'll have enough for a 2v2 or 3v3. This will be a new player game, so you'll get a chance to have some fun with the new mod, discover things, make a ton of mistakes without being punished too harshly. Johnny Johnson, it is Control-Shift-M to see what's underneath the cities. Oh, Zeki, good question. Yeah, so it has. Oh, thank you for pinging this, Grongax. Really good with the Discord stuff. Yeah, I guess go through the powers. So people found this is a strong unit, obviously, the MP Monk, but people found the power to be underwhelming. Like most of the time, it just wouldn't be worth building because like healing an enemy land, it often doesn't come up, even if you're using like a more pillaging unit. So we gave it plus 10 culture. This is on a building, so it's plus 10 culture on the battlefield medicine wonder that they get access to. It's one shield. You can build it from the start of the game. So basically no cost to it. But yeah, you just get that option of the free border expand. That can help out your cap if you want going for a quick build in your cap, or it can make your second city really good too. Also helps with score. 12 gold per turn, just literally a flat 12 gold per turn. As a quality of life thing, it's very good because it stops you from going broke. As the Aztec clone, you want to spam a bunch of units, so being able to do that without going broke is nice. But you'll just naturally accumulate like a surplus of several hundred gold, and you can use that for upgrade plays and for helping your team make upgrade plays by passing them the gold. Date can just build a hospital for 10 shields. Doesn't come up a lot, but actually the defense bonus from the Metropolis is nothing to sneeze at. And it can help you like hit those breakpoints because in ancient era games, just like if you need 30 shields per turn for like a mounted Ronin and you have 28, it can really mess you up. Like if you just get 2 more shields, you literally get double the production because you get it every 2 turns instead of every turn. Sorry, you get it every turn instead of every 2. So sometimes the hospital can be quite useful. But mostly just agricultural, very strong trait. Especially here, there's no despotism penalty, right? So you get the ag bonus in literally every city, whether it's on freshwater or not on freshwater, you get the bonus. So had to balance that out somehow. It's not as crazy as say getting, I don't know, a settler every 13 turns. But it is still something that is when it's really nice when it does come up. Aqueduct in all cities is an aqueduct in all cities. With the commercial trait and the agricultural trait, like the synergy between these 3 together, really, really strong. Because of course with commercial you get +2 commerce if you get to size 7, and you need the aqueduct for that in a lot of cases. Half price upgrades, self-explanatory. This is just Copernicus's, +2 ship moves. That's on top of the +1 from seafaring, so lightning fast ships. Self-explanatory. These ones you draft archers or a longbow. Quite useful, although Miyoshi I think is one of the weaker civs. Otomo just absolute bully powerhouse civ early on. With the production, these 2 traits are great traits. And yeah, you get this guy too. Great, and then the advanced techs, that's a lot of fun. So you just spawn just like 4 techs, and some of them are like deep into the tech tree, so you can kind of leapfrog over some other techs. Can be cool. I guess I might as well show you guys. So here's what a map looks like in MTJ. We use tournament mode to have some funny maps. I'll play as Ichijo. Oh, I don't have it installed on this computer. That's a shame. Do I really not? I don't. But in Discord, I got like a a picture. Yeah, so the maps look like this. So they're these weird mix between archipelagos and Pangeas. They like loop all the way around. So you get these big inland seas in the middle. So you can get these cool canal cities. But you can still get direct contact with all the other civs and fight them more easily. Yeah, so that's what it is. If you guys would like to join, please join the game that Grongox has up. Let's see. It's the one. Yeah. Good. So Gravity should be a while around soon, so they can at least do a 1v1. But if you guys want to make it a bigger game, that'd be very cool too. So that is all for today. I hope you guys come join. I'm happy to stream. I would be happy to do some more single player content in the future. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.